Hello, friends. I'm Caitlin, your friendly yogi. And if you're feeling tension in your shoulders and upper back, then enjoy this yin yoga sequence for the upper body. All you need is your mat and some comfy clothes. And when you're ready, we'll begin. We'll begin in child's pose. You can choose to keep your knees as wide as your yoga mat. Big toes come together. We send the hips back and stretch the arms out long, lowering our head to the mat and relaxing through our shoulders, hips, and jaw. It's here we'll start to tap into our breath. Big inhale, filling your whole torso. Exhale slowly. Let it all out. Wonderful. From here, you can lift your gaze as you walk your hands to the right. Maybe they come off your mat. And we can lower our gaze back down, feeling that nice side shoulder stretch. And if you'd like, you can rest your right hand on top of your left, just to feel a little more supported. As always, if you come into the pose, find your edge, and maybe realize it's past your edge, coming into pain or super discomfort, always feel free to back off a little bit to the point where you can still feel a stretch, but we'll be able to hold in this position for a couple minutes. And we continue to breathe deeply here. From here, feel free to gaze up a little bit at your hands and begin to walk them all the way over to the left, resting your head back down, and maybe you rest your left hand on top of your right hand for additional support. And we bring our awareness back to our breath. When you're ready, you can once again lift your gaze slightly at your hands as we walk them back to center. Lift your hips up and forward, coming into tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll send our hips back, shoulders stacking over hips for a comfortable seat. Hands come behind you, clasping together, knuckles pointing down. And we're going to roll our shoulders back and down as we press our knuckles towards the floor. Shining your heart up and forward, opening through the chest. Maybe a little smile. Big inhale. Exhale, release the arms. We'll come back into tabletop as we plant our hands. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Arm comes through, resting on our right ear. Feel free to keep your left hand where it is, or you can rise it up and over to rest near your right hip. And we continue to breathe deeply here. If you haven't already, you can release the left hand back down onto your mat. We unthread our needle. Right arm comes back up towards the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, release the right hand back down. Switching sides, we inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale, threading the left arm through. We come down to rest onto our left ear. And again, your right hand can stay where it is, otherwise it can arch up and back, resting near our left hip. And you continue to breathe deeply. And again, if it feels like you've gone past your edge, release the right arm back down towards your mat, and maybe even just play around with where your right arm might feel comfortable. Once you've found your comfortable position, we find stillness. From here, we'll plant our right hand back onto our mat if it's not already. Press into your right hand as we unthread our left arm, inhaling up towards the sky. Exhale, releasing it back down. From here, you can walk your hands forward, coming into half plank. Slowly with control, bend at the elbows, coming all the way down onto your chest. Elbows out wide, one hand stacked on top of the other. And we allow our forehead to rest on our hands. Relaxing through the shoulders. Releasing tension in your jaw. Couple deep breaths here. From here, we'll stretch our right arm out long to the side, planting the left hand under our shoulder. Left knee comes up towards our left shoulder. Feel free to stay here if you are feeling the stretch already. Otherwise, we can lift our left foot up and back so it plants behind our right leg. And we continue to breathe deeply. See if you can make your exhales just as long as your inhales. Another variation you can try is lifting your left arm up and back to rest your left hand near your low back. Gently release your left hand, planting it back down onto your mat in front of you. Left knee comes up and forward onto your mat before we release the left leg back to meet the right. And we roll back onto our chest. Hands come together, elbows out wide, resting our forehead down for crocodile pose. Couple deep breaths here. And we'll take it to the other side. Left arm extends out to our left. Right hand plants under our shoulder. Right knee comes up towards the right shoulder. Feel free to stay here. Otherwise, you can arch your right foot up and back, planting it behind your left leg. Again, stay here, or you can arch your right hand up and back, letting it rest behind your low back. Relaxing through your shoulders. And if you feel tension in your jaw, try parting your lips ever so slightly to relax. When you're ready, we'll release the right hand in front of us onto our mat. Right knee comes up and forward, gently resting in front of us before we release the right leg back to meet the left, and we roll onto our chest. From here, we'll meet on our back. Feel free to bring your knees into your chest. Allow them to rest on the floor to your left. And maybe your right arm comes into half cactus with a 90-degree bend in the elbow. Slowly you can bring your knees back to center. Big inhale here. And on the exhale, you can release the legs to the right. Right hand can rest on top. And maybe your left arm comes into half cactus with a 90-degree bend in the elbow. When you're ready, we can let the knees come back to center, giving them a nice little hug. Or we extend our legs out long, arms to our sides, palms face up for Shavasana. We'll be here for a few minutes as we absorb today's practice, tucking our shoulder blades under, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, your back, your arms and hands, all relaxing down. Your shoulders, your neck, your head, and your jaw all letting go of tension. slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently rock your head side to side. And we'll roll onto one side, pausing for a moment before we press ourselves up into a comfortable seat. Thank you for taking this time for yourself and allowing me to guide you in today's practice. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like this video, and if you'd like more, feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.